Find the light. Hi, Ian and Laura Batra here with the Batra team, and this is Friday Facts Austin edition, coming to you live from the Curator Excellence Conference. It's a conference of about 700 of the top real estate marketing companies in the country, teams that specialize in internet marketing, like the Batra team. And since, as we always come here to bring you Silicon Valley real estate updates, without further ado, for J Marks, and shout out, without further ado, Laura, give them the Friday Facts.
All right, so this week in Santa Clara County, we had 244 new listings come on in the last 7 days. 65 went contingent into contract. 256 went pending in the contract. We had 10 price increases and 32 price decreases, a total of 855 active listings with a little over 1,400 that are pending or contingent. In terms of our sale to list price ratio, we have 107.9%, so that's a significant jump from last week. We were looking at 106.1, which was a jump, and now we've jumped almost 2 points. So that's one of the most significant jumps that we've seen probably in the last year or so stat-wise. Still hovering at just about 1,250 for the average million for the average sales price, and that median sales price where the middle of the bell curve is, we're still just above $1 million. And we are still at now 9 days to sell. So that was a change last week where we went from 10 down to 9 for the first time in months, and we're hanging out there. So, Ian, what does this mean in terms of what we're seeing in the market?
So, we to say it this way, we're seeing an already hot market basically get hotter. It's a very inventory-driven market. We've been saying, I've probably been saying that for 5 or 6 years, that this market is inventory-driven, but we really are in just this gridlock situation. Laura, you're probably seeing that as we meet with clients too, where we have plenty of people out there who are interested in moving, but they feel like they're stuck in their home. They can't sell their house because they don't know they feel like it's too difficult to buy.
Yeah.
So we're in a situation. So that's one of the situations. We're also seeing. I know there's a lot of statistics now. We're seeing things like baby boomers who are deciding. Traditionally we've been referred to as empty nester syndrome. We're now seeing that a lot of those baby boomers are opting or saying, straight up saying on film, or an interview and going out there and saying we're not going to sell our house. And so that creates this situation where, I think this I heard from one of car legal guys the other day. He said California's market to be healthy needs about 250 to 280,000 units a year. We get about 80,000. So we're really short on units across the state, which creates this inventory problem, which of course supply and demand, high school economics coming back, you say supply and demand, we don't have houses, prices are going to rise.
There you have it. And so how much would you say this is a tech-centric issue in terms of our main industry in the Silicon Valley is tech?
Okay, so there's two things going on. So yes, there's the across the board, the country thing. Silicon Valley, very tech-based. And in a moment, we are going to bring on a special guest so we can talk further about the whole tech-centric issue. We have with us today Maynard Wagner from Seattle. He's going to be a special guest. He's a big producing agent up in the Seattle area, and we're going to talk a little about exactly what's going on because obviously, people ask me, is it money coming in from foreign countries? Who's buying? And the real situation is most of the buyers are tech employees. And across all markets, and as the Batra team, we sell across the entire Silicon Valley. We have listings in all different parts of the area. And as we're putting these houses up, we're finding that our buyers all over the country, if we go to a different part of the Silicon Valley, we see tech buyers that work for different tech companies that they may be buying closer to their work.
Well, tell you what, why don't we bring Maynard on, because he has a really interesting viewpoint in Seattle. Maybe you guys can discuss a little bit about, the differences and
Hey Jay, without further ado, here's Maynard.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be on the Friday Facts show with the Batra team.
So Maynard, Seattle, what's going on up there? I hear from yourself and from other great Seattle real estate agents and brokers that Seattle is just on fire. So what's going on? Tell me a little about Seattle. What's the market like?
Yeah. Seattle's in the news for a lot of different reasons, but in the real estate market, what we're really experiencing is just incredible explosive growth. And so I say explosive, so to put it in perspective, year over year, the most recent Case-Shiller Home Price Index showed that Seattle prices are up 13.5%. Wow. The next hottest market in the nation is Portland at 7.6%. So almost double, Ian.
Wow, that's incredible. So What do you think this is due to? So essentially, who's buying in Seattle?
Yeah.
What's the market like?
So what's driving the growth in Seattle is just new jobs. So 83,000 jobs in the last year alone, driven by tech companies. So what I've been coining Silicon Valley North for a few years right now has truly taken form. Facebook, Google, Dropbox, Amazon, even like companies within Seattle like Bellevue, Expedia over in Bellevue is moving into the downtown Seattle area. So what that's creating is just a tremendous opportunity. I'm seeing a lot of folks move up from the Bay Area to join these tech companies, and relatively speaking, we're still priced cheaply. Average price in Seattle right now is $750,000.
Wow. Well, that's quite a bit lower than our. Laura, what were we at again? Was it 1245? 1245.
Yeah.
Average, yeah.
So we're averaging, and we've been bouncing above that, countywide price now of over 1.2. So not quite half, but almost half the price. If you guys want to go up to Seattle, and we can set you guys up with Maynard and show you the way. He can show you some houses in Seattle, and we'll get your house on the market, get your top dollar, and Maynard can take it up there. So Maynard, you said any other insights as far as what's going on? I mean, obviously, you said it's a tech boom, so we know tech booms.
So, it's a tech boom. It's a great market to be a seller and very challenging for a buyer. I just had a recent listing, and we had 8 offers, but the winning offer was from the Bay Area. So, just took a job at Amazon, pretty common. That's what we're seeing quite a bit. We're seeing more people move up from the Bay Area to Seattle because what we're hearing is that the salaries that they're providing are very similar to what's in the Bay Area, but our cost of living is a lot less with no state income tax and then lower housing prices.
Got it. I got one more question for you, and I hear this sometimes that in Seattle that sometimes the locals get a little frustrated with the Bay Area buyers because we sell their house and they're sitting on a bunch of money and they go up and they're used to they were expecting if they stayed in the Bay Area that they were going to have to compete against 10, 12, 15 offers. And so they go up in the local Seattle people. And so you said the winning offers Bay Area. Do you find that the Bay Area buyers, when they go to Seattle, are more aggressive, due to what they're used to?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have the means to do so. But at the same time, this growth has been happening for a few years. So kind of the story about the kind of local people not embracing it or adopting it, I think that's kind of an older story. Right now, Seattle is new and we're tech driven and the growth is tremendous and it's a really cool thing to see.
So it feels like if our Silicon Valley viewers out there are thinking about a Seattle move, that they're willing, they're wanted, and there's plenty of jobs up there, it sounds like, so you got a hot place to go. Well, this has been the Boncher team. Thank you, Maynard, for joining us today. And Maynard, again, excellent broker up in Seattle area, real estate agent up in the Seattle area. We appreciate your time, and this has been Friday Facts. Thanks. Laura, you can go ahead and hit it.
All right, thanks, everybody. Bye.